Hey, buddy, welcome back to the channel. In true Supp Talk fashion, as you know, the platform was built on making you aware of quality companies, quality products that maybe get overshadowed by the bigger brands out there. Today is no different, but before we get into the actual review, let me bring in one of my good buddies, Lucas. So today, once again, you get 2 for 1. Make sure you comment below on what you think. And back by popular demand, we asked, you answered. We are back again, Lucas and I, doing another review. Lucas, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing great, man. I'm excited to do this double team again. The people liked it, so we had to bring it back. So I appreciate you having me.
Definitely. We're always here to please the masses. So today, folks, we are going to be looking at our good friend Juan of Gainz Express, his pre-Gainz workout. Okay, like the last review, we'll pull up the ingredient panel. Lucas and I'll dialogue, pros, cons, and as always, comment below. Let us know what you think. So, Lucas, let's bring it up here. And first thoughts. What
Yeah.
what appeals to you? What are you thinking?
So I think it's extremely balanced in terms of formula. He emphasizes time and time again that he is the daily driver pre-workout, or this is a daily driver pre-workout. And we'll get into that a little bit later. But you got the 200 milligrams of caffeine, and he really focuses on the pump here, which I think is great for this kind of atmosphere or market. A lot of people are looking for the pump, and he hits you with the 6,000 milligrams of L-Citrulline, which I just think is solid. Then you're getting Taurine, Agmatine Sulfate, and CoQ10. I mean, it's pretty packed in there for pump.
Yes, yes. And again, I feel like it's getting harder and harder nowadays to find lower dosed pre-workouts. I mean, it seems like everybody nowadays is 350, 400 plus. And if you guys listen to my podcast, follow my reviews, I'm a 300 or less type of pre-workout guy. And this is perfect at 200 milligrams plus some of the other goodies here.
Oh, yeah. No, I totally agree. I think the 200 is perfect. I mean, just to go into a daily driver, for me, it really needs to have like a different aspect in terms of the caffeine. You can't just have like caffeine anhydrous or something that hits you hard. You have to have that slow releasing caffeine for it to be the daily driver. And he does this with adding the Taurine and, the Rhodiola Root Extract. It kind of just adds to that cohesive energy package. And for me, I can go up to 350 for a daily driver yielding amount. So it kind of depends, but it definitely has to be on the lower end. And I think 200 is the sweet spot, just exactly like what he has here.
Agreed. And Lucas, you just brought up the term daily driver. I know some people like the word, some people don't like the word. What is your definition? I'll share with you what my definition of a daily driver is.
No, so I would say it's something that you can take daily, as in the name, daily driver, loaded with a pump, a focus, and an energy complex that is pretty much balanced, right? Making sure that you also have that performance and endurance aspect. But the main emphasis, in my opinion, is the stimulant complex, right? It's got to be under that 350 milligram threshold. And it's got to be something that's going to be able to be taken in the morning, and you're still going to have energy in the afternoon. So it has to be something that's not going to completely kill your day. I mean, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, so it's funny because again, I use daily driver. I think under 300 milligrams of caffeine, but as you mentioned earlier, that's like low for some people. But for me, a daily driver for me is maybe 2 to 3 focus ingredients, well dosed, maybe 2 to 3 pump ingredients, no exotic stims, no DMHAs, DMAAs, and no trademarks, because again, the daily driver for me is cost efficient.
Interesting. That's a great take on that. I didn't even think about that. It is the cost efficiency of it.
Yes, because when you look at the trademarked ingredients, you're paying more for the manufacturer, which of course has to get unloaded to the customer. So again, when you use the I guess the top 5 ingredients, the citrulines, the caffeines, the taurines, the tyrosines, I think that's in my mind. Could be right, could be wrong. I think that's what really makes a daily driver in my
Nope.
mind.
No, I think that's great. I think the main point of that is making sure it's affordable so you can take it every single day. And I think obviously eliminating those trademarks, which are those costs that are then passed down to you, I think it makes a lot of sense. And I think, like you said, 2, 3 ingredients for pump and focus. I think that's great. I mean, one has 12 ingredients. I think it's great. I mean, he spread it out pretty equally. And I think it's like, balanced in every category, like you said, but not like killing you with a bunch of something.
Do you think one category stronger than the other when you look at pump and focus?
I think it's preference, but you're probably going to see a lot more pump nowadays. Just because I guess the attitude is I'm going to the gym to get a pump, not be zoned in. But I'm into the nootropics and I'm into the focus. So when I see that, that definitely like amps me up a little bit more.
Definitely. And an interesting flavor that I've never had before, passion fruit. What were your thoughts on the flavor?
Yeah, no, I thought it was super unique. I absolutely loved the design. Passion fruit is a very unique flavor. It's a very niche flavor. I would kind of even compare it with a coconut, maybe, just in the sense of like some people either love it, they hate it, or it's just something that's different that they don't typically have. I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was enjoyable. I thought it was smooth. I thought it was something that, I could have every day. And it was something to kind of switch it up. It wasn't your typical flavor you see all the time. But I thought it was pretty good. I mean, what were your thoughts?
So no, I love A for creativity because again, I don't know if I've seen a straight passion fruit on anything. I'm sure they're out there, but again, A for creativity. I was honest. I did tell Juan I was on the fence with the flavor because I felt it was sweet going down, but there was some kind of little bit of bite or bitterness. And
Yeah.
I don't know if it was an ingredient setting it off or it's just a flavor of a passion fruit because I don't know what a passion fruit tastes like.
Sure. No, it's one of those ingredients where it's like you got to double take it and be like, I don't, what does it actually taste like? I
Yes.
mean, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, so all in all, would you use it daily? Would you buy it again?
I would use it daily. I would buy it again. I think it's solid. Flavor profile wise, maybe I'd want to change it up after a month, but that's just me. I like to change stuff up here and there. But I think it's unique. I think it's solid. I think it's a great daily driver. And it's got some cool stuff in here that you don't see in a lot of daily drivers, which I thought was cool.
Definitely. And of course, you got to give a shout out. I love his kind of, if you look at this and also his protein, his whimsical nature of his two pugs, Jackie and Kelso from that '70s show. So
I
you got to
love
love
it.
that.
Oh, I
He's got
love
to
it. I
burn
think it's great.
mascots.
It's his unique approach that I think just defines the brand.
Exactly, exactly. And folks, if you want to try this here, make sure you go to gainzlifestyle.com, Gainz as in zebra, lifestyle.com. He's got a great, fully transparent protein that's listed everything from A to Z, which is great. He's got this, and I believe he's got a new pre-workout coming out soon, so stay tuned. But as always, Lucas, good to see you. Where can people find you? Where can people subscribe?
No, same here. Get big in the 973 across everything. Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, all of it. But I appreciate the time and I appreciate you double teaming this with me again.
Definitely. It's always good seeing you, brother. And as always, make sure, folks, let us know what you think. Good, bad, or different. Should we keep these, or is this the last time you'll see us? As always, thanks so much, folks.